welcome to my North Knit Corner podcast. My name is Anne and I come to you from the south of Norway. Welcome to my little corner of the internet where I talk about my knitting. So nice that you are here. I hope you have some time to spend with me today. I will talk about what I am finished with and what I am knitting on. I will have timestamps below, so if there's something that you want to skip, please do. You can find me on Instagram as my North Knit Corner. I am on Ravelry as Strikkekroken Pod, and I also have a group there for this podcast called My North Knit Corner Podcast. Yes, so welcome so much if you are new here. I've seen that there is quite a few new subscribers since the last episode, so thank you so much. That means a lot. And I don't know if someone has talked about me somewhere or what happened, but I really appreciate it, and just know that you are so welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy the content. And yeah, and thank you so much if you are a returning viewer. I do appreciate all of you so much, and it means a lot to me that you want to hang around and hear me waffle on about what I'm knitting on, and yeah, that means a lot to me. So thank you so much. I am not the person who likes to ask for subscribers and likes and comments, but my sons tell me that I have to say please like and subscribe, so so please like and subscribe if you like what you see. And thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have some coffee or tea or whatever you like to drink and have your knitting or crocheting, and that you have some time to spend with me today. Yeah. So thank you so much. Yeah, let's just get started. So what am I wearing today? I am wearing a finished project. It is the Summer Sorrel by Wool & Pine. It's cast on since the last episode, and a finished project since last time. It's knitted in 100% superwash merino that I bought last year at a festival, knitting festival in Stavanger. And it's from the hand dyer Enchanted Forest Fibers. I originally wanted to knit it in one color, or not one color, but one the same, what can I say, the one tonal yarn. I'm not saying this right, but I hope you understand what I'm meaning. So I wanted only this color that I have down here, the dark one, only this one, but she only had one skein left. So I found two other skeins that was kind of the same, like a kind of gray tone that could match, so I could fade it into each other. And what I didn't know was that the Summer Sorrel pattern actually has suggestions about how you can fade the colors, and I didn't know that because I bought the yarn with the intention to knit the Summer Sorrel. So I've had it in stash since October last year, but haven't been, or I haven't cast it on until now. but finally I got around to do it. But yeah, so I faded in. I had 3 different skeins. The first one is Fantasize, the second is called Lydia, and the last one is Aegir. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. Aegir, something like that. So I can try to show you. On the top here, it's Fantasize, and then I faded in the Lydia. And on the bottom here, it's Aegir. So it's the darkest one. And I'm pretty happy of how it turned out. I think it faded nicely together. And actually, I'm really happy that she didn't have 3 skeins left of this in only this, because I don't think it would be the same with only this dark. It's very nice because it has like a pink, reddish kind of speckles, but I like how it fades into each other. I think it's really nice. So I'm kind of happy. She didn't have she didn't have 3 skeins of Aegir color, because then I would have bought 3 skeins of that. Yeah. Anyway, it was my first time doing an I-cord cast on, and when I did it the first time, I wasn't really happy with it. It was really holy, not holy, but yeah, it was not nice. I thought maybe I should just do a normal cast on and just don't care about the I-cord. But then I thought it looked really nice on the pictures, so I tried one more time and really concentrated about doing it tight and nice, and I'm happy how it turned out. So I'm glad I ripped it out and tried one more time. I've never done the dip stitch before either, and I felt it was really hard to get it like even. But I just have to, I have some notes here to remember what I want to say, so I just have to turn the page. Yeah, it was difficult to get the dip stitch even. Someone was really tight and someone was very long, if you understand what I mean. I wasn't very happy with it, and I didn't really understand how to make it okay, but I kept on knitting, just hoping it would be okay, hoping and praying that washing and blocking would do the magic, and it did. Thankfully it did. So now I feel it's nice and okay. Now I washed it and blocked it, and it looks good, I think. Good enough for me anyway. I'm sure it could be done better, but for the first time, it's the first time I've done it, so I'm happy. It also said in the pattern it was smart to try it on several times, and of course that's always smart to try on a garment when you're knitting, but I did. I was knitting the size 39. I believe it's the size number 3. Yeah, size 39. And it was, when I tried it on, I liked how it was around the bust. It fits nicely. But when I came to around the body here, it was way too loose. I didn't like it. It was hanging far out from my body. And that's often a problem for me when I knit tops, I feel. That they hang like really loose and out from the body. I don't know if I can describe it, but they like, it's very loose and hangs out even though it fits around my bust. So I decided, I didn't know what I was doing, but I decided to decrease 24 stitches. And I did it over 2 rounds. So I decreased like 12 stitches and then knit a couple of rounds and then 12 more stitches. And took a chance, and I'm very happy I did. So I had no idea how that would look, but I feel that helped a lot. So now I've been sitting, so it's really wrinkly, but I feel it's okay now. Yeah, so I'm very pleased with how it turned out. And I also decreased on the arms. On the ribbing I took away like 11 stitches or something, just to make it fit a little bit more around my arms here. So all in all, I'm very, very happy with my summer sorrel. My next finished project is this, the Brightest Tea. It's designed by Lily Kate France, or Lily Kate Makes on Instagram. Last episode I showed you another Brightest Tea that I made, that I told you that I wasn't totally comfortable in, but it's really grown on me. I have used it a lot and I am very happy with it. I love the pattern. I think it's a great pattern, and I will absolutely knit several Brightest Tea in my future. That is for sure. The last Brightest Tea I made was a size 3. This is a size 4. Because my problem with my last Brightest Tea was that it is very tight. It is supposed to have a lot of negative ease. And like I told you last time, for the people who was here last time, I was a little bit self-conscious, maybe. Not maybe, I was. Or I am. I'm working on it every day. But I actually do really love the other Brightest Tea that I made. I think it sits really nice, and I just don't have to think about what other people think about me. I just have to think that I think it looks good, and I like it. And what other people think about how I look, I can't think about. That's not my problem. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. But I wanted to try a size 4 to see how do I feel in a size 4, and with a little bit less negative ease. So this is size 4. I used the needle 2.25mm and 2.5mm, so small needles. But surprisingly, it's a surprisingly fast knit anyway. But this did take some time because of some snags underway, because I don't have a lot of experience with fades from before, and I had to fade in some of these colors down here because I only have 100 grams skein of this white speckled yarn. The yarn is from a Norwegian hand dyer called Garnfene. The yarn is called To Rette og en Vrang. It's a yarn that is made in honor of a Norwegian podcast with 3 sisters, and their podcast is called To Rette og en Vrang. So that's the name for the yarn. And the colors here are 3 minis, and the colors are 1 for each of the sisters. So the sisters have chosen the colors. That's here and in the speckled yarn as well. So the colors here are also in the speckled yarn. Yes. But I started to fade in the yellow maybe here, I think. And then I decided to try it on. And that was good that I did, because the yellow went right across my bust here, and it wasn't very flattering. I never thought about that having a color change here would matter, but it did really matter. It was not nice at all. It looked terrible. And that was very sad, because the fit of this was very nice. So I had to rip it all out. Not all out, but I had to rip all the yellow out, because it looked bad. Never fade across the bust. Not good. And also that was something I learned, or I had already learned it because of this, but when I looked in the summer sorrel pattern, and there was some pointers about how to fade. That was one of the things that they were saying. Don't fade across, or don't fade across the bust or in the middle of the bust. You don't want like a color block in the middle here. That's not very flattering. So that was something I learned. But the problem was that the sock yarn was now used once, and when I started to knit with it again, it was not nice at all. You can really see that it was used. It was like really how to say it. This was really even, and the yarn that was used once was really uneven, not nice at all. And I thought, okay, if I wash it, maybe it will even out. So I thought I'm going to wash it now before I knit the rest, to see if I can even it out and it will be okay. It wasn't okay. It was not nice at all. It was bad. So I was really sad. I thought, oh, it's all ruined. But I decided to rip back again up to about here. So this was okay, but I ripped it up here, and I took I have like a trick I do with the spaghetti yarn, as I call it. And I take it around a bucket, and I take my shower head, and I just shower water or sprinkle water on the yarn, and I let it dry, and then it's straight again. And I just wound it up to a ball, and I knit again, and then it was okay. Then it's like new. Yes, so then I could continue. But that was like a week before I could continue, because it takes some time to get the yarn to dry and all that. Yes, so then I continued to knit, and then I faded in the colors in the bottom here. And I'm really happy with the fading and everything, and how it turned out in the end. But I did make this one longer than the last brightest tea that I knit, so it's a little bit longer. And because I thought the other one is a bit short, and I thought I want this to be longer. And although I'm happy with this, it's okay on and everything, I think if I'm going to knit it again, I'm going to knit size 3. Because this is okay, this is good. But the other one is better on, it sits better on, and it is a reason why it is meant to have negative ease. So maybe I should have listened to the designer, I don't know. But yeah. Because this one, the other one, like for a skirt like this, for example, I can't use it together with this skirt. It will go too far down. It's not nice. So the other brightest tea I can use together with this skirt, but not this one. It's too long. And that's a little bit sad because, and I have some other pants that I would really like to use it together with, but it's too long. But I'm not ripping it back anymore. So that's how it is. But if when I'm knitting it again, I'm going to knit the size 3 and I'm going to have a shorter top. Yes. I used almost 160 grams of yarn, so almost all the 100 gram skein and the minis. So that's good. Almost all the yarn. And the size 3 I used 123 grams, I think. So I think it's a perfect pattern for like that one special skein you have and maybe some leftovers you have or something. Perfect. So the next one I am done with. I haven't knitted on in at least 2 months. I started on it in the end of March. And it's the sea glass tea. And I did knit a sea glass tea that if you've been here before, you have seen. And I was really skeptical if I was going to like it. But actually I have been wearing it a lot, and I do really like it. Yeah. And now I have the same issue with this one. I'm not sure I like it. The reason I put this away was because I had so much issues with magic knot and all the changing of colors and all the ends that had to be weaving in and stuff, that I was so fed up. I don't know. Because the last sea glass tea is a pattern by Wool & Pine. The same designer designed this one. The last sea glass tea, I changed colors every 5th or 6th row, but this one I wanted to change every row because I don't know. I thought maybe I would like that more. But oh, it's so many ends. Here it is. Oh, I don't know. It's so many colors, and I have not been thinking about what colors I've been taking. I've been just taking out colors from my box and just put them in. The yarn I've been using is from an advent I got last year from a Norwegian hand dyer called Garnbutikken Fortuna. And I also put in some other scraps from sock yarn I had. Yes. And it's like a really scrappy piece. Yeah. It's like a scrappy blanket piece. So I'm not sure what I feel about this. But the other one I really like now, so who knows? Maybe in a few months I will like this too. I don't know. The issues that I have was the other one I used magic knot on. I had no problems whatsoever. I loved the magic knot on the other one. No problems. On this one, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was because I changed colors so often that it looks so much messier than on the other one. I don't know, but suddenly also some of the knots got torn apart, so I had to be doing it wrong. So I had to check out the videos or the tutorials again and again, and I don't know what I did. So I decided to instead weave in my ends every row, and that took so much time and was so ugly because it got so thick, you know, and I don't know, it doesn't look good on the back here. It looks really bad. And I put it away, and when I took it back or out of the naughty corner, I have heard so much about the Weaving Steven method. I just had to look it up on YouTube, and I started to use that, and I wish I knew about the Weaving Steven method many months ago when I started this, because it looks, at least it looks better, and it was easier than the magic knot, than weaving in the ends row by row. It still looks a bit weird, because I feel like when you use the Weaving Steven method, that you pull the first stitch a little bit when you weave in the ends on the if you know the Weaving Steven methods, you maybe understand what I mean, that the first stitch gets a little bit pulled. Maybe I do something wrong, I don't know. But anyway, it looks a little bit better, maybe, I don't know, but you can look at the back and see what. It's a mess. It's just such a mess. The stitches are so pulled in every direction here, and it looks really messy. I think this is must be the most it's not the ugliest thing I've knitted, but it looks really weird on the back. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's so weird. Yeah, this is the back. The other one doesn't look like this. It looks much better. So the other one I'm much more happy with than this, and that's very weird. One should have thought that the first one looks worse than the second one. I don't know what happened. It looks better on the other side, of course, but I don't know, maybe it's because it's hand-dyed yarn and you put it together and you get like, I mean, it looks like it's dirty. I don't know. Like I should put it in the washing machine and have on some stain removal. I don't know. I don't know. But I can use it at home. I can always get some wear out of it somehow. But it's done anyway, so we'll see. Maybe I will knit it again sometime, but maybe only with 2 colors, because I think there are so many beautiful sea glass tees out there. So maybe I will try and use maybe 2 colors, maybe 4 colors, and But I mean, it's meant to be like a scrappy project, so I did the size 4 this time. Last time I did size 3. And this fits very good. The other one fits very good, so I don't know which one I will do if I do it again. Maybe the size 3. I don't know. Yes. I don't know what else to say about this. I am conflicted. Yes. The last thing I am done with since last time is some socks. I knitted some socks for my son, my 6-year-old son, because he's the one who wants the socks. It's a free pattern on Ravelry called Almond Extract Socks by Cassandra Cruishank. I will write it here because I probably pronounced it wrong. Cruishank. A very easy pattern, very nice pattern. I did it on 2.25mm Chiaogu needles magic loop because that's what I like. It's with yarn from Garn Fene, hand-dyed sock yarn, and the yarn is called Midtvinter, and also from the hand dyer Garn Boutique in Fortuna. Both are Norwegian hand dyers. And the colorway is called Resa. So this on the toe and on the cuff is Resa, and this in the middle are called Midtvinter. So middle of winter, if you translate it. And Midtvinter has some stellina in it. So I can try to show you if you see if it glimmers, glitter. Very easy ribbed pattern. And I have two. Yeah. And it's very weird because I made one on Sunday, one on Monday, and I changed my gauge so much. So the one sock has a very nice heel, very tight and nice. The other one is so loose. I don't know what happened. It's the how I feel, maybe how the if I'm tired or whatever. So it's really weird. This look good, this looks not so good. But I made it work, and my son doesn't notice the difference, so that's okay. So that's his almond extract socks. And he has used them so much, so I'm sorry if you can see that they are not quite clean. And then I have my whips. I am knitting on my Calville shawl. It's designed by Merriweather Knitting by the lovely Gabriella. We also have the podcast Merriweather Knitting. I am joining the Across the Pond Shawl Cal by the lovely Ruth Loves to Knit and Fernanda in Little Monkeys and Me. I will write a hashtag here for the Cal, @Cal something. Yeah, I will write it here because I can't remember. Calville shawl. It is so much fun to knit. I think it's a great pattern. It's so well written, and it's a lot of different sections, so it's always something that happens, and it's a lot of new techniques for me. But it's so very well explained, and there is a video about some of the techniques, and that's great. So yeah, I do really enjoy knitting on this. And I am knitting it in a yarn called Vidde lamb's wool, and it's from a plant dyer here in Norway called Vaid. And the yarn is so beautiful. It's really rustic, so it is not for the ones who are really sensitive to yarn, but I do really love it, and I think it's so beautiful colors. It's like purple and mossy green. Yeah, I do really love the colors, and I'm so fascinated that you can get these colors from plants, and how she can make them so variegated. I don't really understand when you dye with plants, but yeah. So I'm done with one section here with the words. It's like a moss stitch, and I've started on a new section now. So that's some kind of a braid. That's really exciting. Last time I showed it to you, I was about here. Or here is correct. And now I'm here. So I am knitting a little bit now and then. And I'm still, like I said last time, I'm very worried that I won't have enough yarn. I am soon done with my second ball of yarn. And now I'm not sure if I have one or two balls left. And this is quite a big shawl. But I will make it work somehow. I will be creative. Yes. I will find something that can go with it, or I don't know. Yeah, I will figure out something, I think. Yeah, to be continued. And the next one that I have on my needles is a hat. It's a hat for my boy, my little boy, who is still 6 years old. He's the one who wants knitwear. The two are the ones not so much. I have a plan for the oldest one. He will get a sweater for Christmas, but the one who is turning 14 soon, he won't. He doesn't want anything knitted, so I just have to accept it. Maybe he wants something one day, hopefully. But my 6-year-old, he wants all hats and socks, and yeah, so that's good. He wants a hat, and I decided to knit the classic rivet hat by Pearl Soho. It's a free pattern, so if you go on Ravelry and you look up the classic ribbed hat, you can go and there's a link there, and you will be taken to a website, and there's a free pattern for this hat. That's great. And this is also the, oh, it was so messy. This is also the same yarn as I have used in the socks from Garn Boutique in, from Garn Fene, called Midtvinter, or in the middle of winter, with a little bit stellina in it. And I used it together with some Flicolana Arvetta in the color Ice Blue, which is the number 340. So one strand of each, so it's like a DK then. And it's becoming this. So I'm knitting the adult small for my boy. And I think that will be a nice size for him. Yeah. So I don't think it's too much to say about that. It's a easy hat pattern. I haven't only knitted the rib section so far. I haven't gotten to any decreases yet, but I think it's a great pattern so far. Yeah, but I'm sure it's a okay pattern. I've heard many people say good things about it, so yeah, it will be done sometime. It's not any rush, but it's just something that I take with me if I go out. Yes, and the next thing I'm knitting on is for my friend. I have a friend who sells yarn. It's like a Tupperware party, only she sells yarn. She has parties at home, or not at her home, but at her friend's home, selling yarn. It's called A Knit Story, and they sell different types of yarn and have a lot of different patterns. And I knit some samples for her that she can show when she's around selling. So I am going to knit the Bollibaba pants for her. It's this sweet little pants. I knit the 8 to 12 months size, and it's knitted in a yarn called Retwist Cotton. It's 70% cotton, 25% polyester, and 5% other recycled fibers. And I have never tried this yarn before, but I really do love this yarn. I'm not the biggest fan of cotton yarn, but this yarn is very, very nice to knit with. I'm very surprised, but so far I really like to knit with it. It's not splitty. It's very good to knit with. So far it's going very good. I just put 2 legs together yesterday, so I have this much now, 2 legs. So this is just a sample knit for her. So it's mostly stockinette knitting now for a while. It's very cute. So not so much to say about that yet. It's a very easy knit, and sadly only a pattern in Norwegian. Yeah, my next project that I have on my needles is a love note. I am always so far behind everyone else. I know most of you probably already knit the love note, but I can't. When people are knitting, everyone else are knitting it, I can't knit it. I have to do it after everyone else. But I'm knitting it now, and it's designed by Thanx, and it's beautiful design. I'm knitting it in Garnfene, the same hand dyer as this yarn. The yarn is a sock yarn. It's called Wisteria. Beautiful pink with a lot of speckles in, together with Viking yarn Kid Silk in light pink, the color number 364. I knit on 6mm needles, and I knit the adult small size. And here it is. Here. And I'm so pleased by how it looks. I think it's going to be so beautiful, and I do really love the lace pattern. So I haven't been knitting on it for a few days now because I'm going a few places where I need some knitting to take with me, and now I'm on the stockinette part, so I'm saving it to take it with me. Yeah, so that's very nice. So that is my love note, and I do really love it. I think the color is so beautiful, and it's so soft and squishy. So I'm excited to have this done. So the last thing I have on my needles are a memory blanket. It's been a while since I've shown it, but I have been working on it. I decided that I wanted to make an effort and knit on it every Sunday. I did knit on it one Sunday, and then I didn't knit on it the next Sundays because I forgot that I made myself that promise, and when I remembered, I didn't feel like knitting on it anyway. But I have been knitting on it for one Sunday, so there's a few new squares to it, but I will try to make a new promise to myself that I will knit on it every Sunday. We'll see how it goes. But here it is. It's a big vase with a lot of scraps. It's sock yarn. It's so full. So it's a lot of scraps to make a big memory blanket. And I use this Drops Flora to connect my squares. And here it is. I don't really have a... Yeah. I'm just knitting a square here and there and connect them, so I don't have a plan, really, as you see. So it's not so big yet, but I don't have a time frame for this. I just knit a square here and there, but maybe I'll try to make Sunday like a scrappy Sunday, every scrappy blanket Sunday, if I can remember that I have made myself that promise. Who knows? Here it is so far, and it is kind of fun that I have like, here is a square from my no frill sweater, here is a square from my son's Musselburgh hat, here is a square from my Musselburgh hat, here is a square from the skein that I bought from my friend Brie in Dulbog Yarn Co. that I used for Uptown shawl. Here is from my Anchors sweater. Yeah, here is from my mother-in-law's socks. and from my Stria cardigan. So there's a lot of memories in my memories blanket. So that's fun. So I made a little progress. It's not going so fast, but someday I will have a blanket. So that's it really for my knitting this time. I have no acquisitions. I've been so good. But I have a few things coming up the next few weekends. So I'm sure there will be some acquisitions in my future. I also had a birthday this weekend. So I got some money that I can use to buy some beautiful yarn. That I will probably do that. Yes, so maybe in my next episode I will have some acquisitions for you. But not today. But we have a giveaway. Last time was my 1 year pottery, and I showed you this that I want to give to one of you that commented under the last episode. And I have done a random comment, YouTube random comment picker. And I will put up a picture here maybe, or here. And winner is Cozy Revolution. And congratulations, you have won this. Beautiful project bag from my friend Marit, who has made this. It's a drawstring bag. Congratulations, and thank you so much for the beautiful comment you left. And thank you to all of you who left so beautiful comments. I appreciate all of you so much. Please, Cozy Revolution, I don't want to butcher your name, so I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. But please send me your address on preferably on Instagram, and I will get this to you in the mail. Congratulations, and thank you so much for watching and for leaving a comment. That was the giveaway. I have no plans for you either, because when I tell you my plans, often they change, and I'm not very good at keeping my plans. That's just a fact. I have some thoughts about what I want to cast on next, but you just have to keep watching my episodes to see what that will be. Yeah. Life is going good. The school is have started again. The kids are back at school. Yeah, and that's good. The summer vacation is over, and that's okay. It's good to have the normal days back. I like everyday life. Yeah. To have the kids back at school, to have the husband back at work, to have activities and things going again. I love summer, I love vacation, but it's good that there are things to enjoy time off and vacation. It's good that that there are school and job, and some kind of normal life going. If that makes any sense. I hope so. Okay, I think I will say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope that you are doing well, that you are knitting or crocheting or something that you love, enjoying your crafting. Take care, and I hope that I will see you really soon. Bye!